in this American League East battle against the Rays tonight. And coming up, when we come back to Fenway Park, a very special ceremonial first pitch. The two newest Bruins will be on hand. We're back with that after this. Glad to be back home after a trip to Colorado and to San Francisco. And the Red Sox here tonight and Rays play game one of the series. Let's send it to Carl Bean, public address announcer at Fenway.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we welcome two of Boston Bruins' recent acquisitions to Fenway. One is a forward acquired by trade. One was picked second in last week's NHL draft. Please welcome your newest Boston Bruins, Tyler Seguin and Nathan Horton. Tyler and Nathan will be throwing out our first pitch, caught by Manny Del Carmen and Dustin Richardson. All right, guys, let's see a pitch. Thank you, Tyler and Nathan, and welcome to Boston. And finally, for the 2-1.
Brief two-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. This Tampa Bay Rays team started the year so well. In fact, last time the Red Sox saw the Rays were in first place. They've been losing lately and having a tough time as they come into Fenway Park. We take a look at their season numbers so far to begin the year and what's been happening lately for them. Over the last 31 games, the Rays are scoring less, allowing more, and giving up more home runs. After a 32-12 start, the Rays were in first place at the AL East by 5.5 games. They're now in third place by 3 games out of first, and the Red Sox have moved ahead of them. Tampa has won just 2 of their last 10 series, starting with the Boston series back on May 24th, and they have lost 5 straight games. They're also fighting each other. This happened on Sunday after B.J. Upton went very slowly after a ball in the outfield. Evan Longoria talked to him about it, and the two go nose to nose and have to be separated in the dugout. So not only are the Rays playing some bad baseball lately, they're also fighting amongst each other, and B.J. Upton now has been benched. He's not in the starting lineup tonight. In the starting lineup for us, though, is Jerry Remy. And Jerry, the Red Sox, a very tough trip, but banged up, of course, Victor Martinez on the DL today. How are they going to stay afloat with all these injuries?
Well, there's no way around this, Don. These are bad injuries. I mean, you're talking about 4 to 6 weeks for Dustin Pedroia, at least maybe the All-Star break for Victor Martinez, 2 of their big offensive players and defensive players in the lineup, so they're going to be missed. But the way you stay afloat in situations like this is with your starting pitching. You know, had it been injuries to the starting staff, that would be a different story. That'd be much tougher to play competitive baseball. But the Red Sox still have that good starting pitching, and they can keep the scores down in ball games, and it gives the offense a chance to go ahead and score some runs and win ball games. That's certainly what Terry Francona is hoping for. But no injuries are good, and especially to these two guys. But if you pitch well, you can survive.
An AL East battle. It's the Red Sox and Rays on a warm night from Boston. It's Red Sox baseball, and it's coming your way next. John Lackey getting ready for this game 1 of the 2-game series as the Red Sox are taking the field. Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays starting 9. It's a little different than what we're used to. John Jaso leading it off, doing the catching with Carl Crawford at the left field. It is Evan Longoria at third base. Carlos Pena at first base with Ben Zobrist in center field. Matt Joyce is the DH with Sean Rodriguez getting the start in right field. Reed Breniak at second base bats 8th. And Jason Bartlett at shortstop bats 9th. On the mound for Boston tonight is John Lackey, who comes in with an 8-3 mark into his 16th start of the season for the Red Sox, a 4.69 earned run average overall against this Tampa Bay Rays team. He is 10-3. As the starting pitcher is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. And last time out, a no decision in Colorado against the Rockies. He went 6 2/3, giving up 10 hits and 5 runs, no walks, and he struck out 7.
The Red Sox defense is 5th in the league. They've made 46 errors on the season. Adrian Beltre will be at third base. Marco Scutero, the shortstop. Bill Hall at second, and Kevin Youkilis at first. Left to right, Daniel Nava, Mike Cameron, and J.D. Drew, and Jason Varitek doing the catching for Lackey.
John Lackey ready to work as John Jaso stands in on the left side. And the first pitch of this one misses outside for ball 1. Jaso hitting at .271 to start the night. 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. He's led off in 13 of the last 14 games now as he grounds one to Scutero for the first out in the first inning. The umpiring crew tonight, Brian O'Nora has the plate, calling the balls and strikes, with Phil Cuzzy at first base, Jerry Crawford at second base. He's the crew chief, and Chris Guccione is the umpire at third. They're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
1 out in the first for Carl Crawford. Crawford starting the night hitting at .306. With 7 homers and 38 runs batted in. He's been struggling with some left shoulder soreness. Listed his day-to-day and missed a couple games over the weekend. He left the game last Thursday against San Diego. As Joe Madden brings in a team that has been struggling lately and has slid in behind the Red Sox, now 3 games back of New York. And having to deal with some turmoil within his own clubhouse. As we showed you well, it really wasn't an altercation, but the confrontation between Evan Longoria and B.J. Upton. As a result, B.J. Upton is not in the lineup tonight for the Rays. And Jerry, as you pointed out, this happens all the time. It just sort of happened that it happened in front of the cameras in the dugout.
Yeah, it's not always a bad thing, Don, that something like that happens. You call out a teammate once in a while and it kind of shakes up the whole group. It is too bad that it happened in front of TV cameras in the dugout, but Longoria not happy the way Upton went after the ball on the outfield, and Upton gets back in Longoria's face. They finally separated. And Upton not in the lineup tonight.
Crawford slaps it foul, and it's still full 3-2 to Carl Crawford.
There's some question whether Crawford was going to be in left field tonight or maybe DH because of that shoulder problem you were talking about.
He does get the start in left field. DH tonight is Matt Joyce for the Rays. Another 3-2, and this one back up the middle and into center field. Lackey upset with himself. He had a chance to make that play, but it gets through him. And Carl Crawford's aboard with 1 out in the inning.
Crawford takes the fastball right back by John Lackey, and of course Crawford at first base with 26 steals on the season puts him second in the league to Juan Pierre. Juan Pierre with 29 for the Chicago White Sox.
And how about the numbers for Crawford against Boston individually? For Carl Crawford, 59 stolen bases in 63 career attempts. He's got a 93.7% ratio against the Red Sox in his career. And has stolen 32 consecutive bases against the Red Sox. The last pitcher that got him leaning was Tim Wakefield back on September the 21st of 2005. It's the last time they were able to get him and catch him trying to steal. So Lackey will pay a lot of attention to Carl Crawford at first base. Evan Longoria down in the count 0-1. Well, Jerry, we talk about the altercation. It seems like when you're losing, things like that happen more often also.
Sure they do. You know, when you're winning, everything's good. I mean, you know, you players make mistakes and not much is said, but when you're in a bad streak as a team, tempers get a little short. And that apparently is what happened down in Tampa.
No one-pitch slap foul. It's 0-2.
Well, before the people in St. Pete get upset with me down in St. Pete.
I've already been there, done that. Well, it has been kind of a strange season series so far. They came into Fenway Park, swept the Red Sox in a 4-game series. And the Red Sox went to Tropicana Field and swept the Rays in a 3-game series there. And as we mentioned earlier, the Rays at one point with a 5.5-game lead atop the American League East. And as they start in this 2-game series, they are a game back of the Red Sox and currently in 3rd place. But injuries are going to play a factor. There's no doubt about that. And right now, the Red Sox are dealing with injuries in a big way. You know, Terry Francona, a big player down just about every day over the last 3 days of that road trip. Longoria takes an 0-2 to right field. It sends Drew back to make the catch in the sun field for out number 2. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, New England Ford dealers, AT&T, New England Kia dealers, and by KM Natural Casing Franks. Now the newest injury for the Red Sox, Victor Martinez. We first thought it was the toe, but the thumb a bigger deal for him, and it places him on the disabled list today. Gustavo Molina, his replacement, right over his shoulder. And it is a very good thing in the injury that Jason Varitek is still a member of this team, because he's going to get a lot of playing time now.
Yeah, it certainly is, and you can see that thumb in a bucket of ice right there for Victor Martinez in the dugout. Fortunately, no surgery for him, or for Dustin Pedroia.
Saw Gustavo Molina. He has caught knuckleballers in the past. This hits the umpire as Crawford will take second base. Phil Cuzzy gets hit on the throw over that Youkilis does not catch, and Crawford takes second base.
Now that's what Kyle Crawford does. He causes havoc in a lot of throws to first base. Eventually this one's going to hit right off the umpire. Got past Youkilis, got past Crawford, and hit Phil Cuzzy. And in the scoring position goes Kyle Crawford.
So 2 down, Crawford at second base. Carlos Pena with a count of 1-0. So 2 down, Crawford at second base. 1-0 to Pena. 201, 16 home runs, 49 runs batted in for Pena. And there's strike one, 1-1. The error charged to John Lackey on the throw that has Carl Crawford at second base.
Pena has picked up his average quite a bit, hitting. It's still only 201, but that's a long way from where it was just about a month ago.
He's hit safely in 16 of his last 19 games. 1-1 is inside, 2-1. Started the month hitting 176. Here we are on June 29th, hitting at 286 in 19 games, 8 homers. Sitting at 169 on June 4th. It's 2-2. Pena with 22 career home runs against the Red Sox, the most against any opponent. He's had 17 home runs against Boston since 2007. He's tops in the majors. Alex Rodriguez second with 13 against Boston. As Ben Zobrist waits on deck. Down and in, full count.
A couple of career home runs for Pena against John Lackey, a 269 average with 2 home runs.
Eight home runs for Pena in the month, one behind Josh Hamilton. Thought about swinging and does not. It's ball 4 and he heads down to first base. First free pass served up by John Lackey.
Lackey tries the curveball on the 3-2 count and misses down and in. Not by very much. But Pena makes his way down to first base.
2 on, 2 down, and Ben Zobrist the batter. 293, 5 home runs, 38 runs batted in. There's strike 1 to Zobrist. 100 points higher or close to away from Tropicana Field. Ranks him 5th in the American League. He's hit safely in 20 consecutive road games. Leads the American League among switch hitters in batting average. He's 3rd in the majors. Matt Joyce waits on deck. Broken back grounder to Youkilis. He'll need Lackey, who's there for the out. It ends the inning. The Rays strand a pair, half an inning done. The Red Sox are coming up. Brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Marco Scutero at shortstop. Daniel Nava in left field. David Ortiz at DH with Kevin Youkilis at first base. J.D. Drew in right field. Adrian Beltre at third base with Jason Varitek doing the catching. Bill Hall at second base bats eighth. And Mike Cameron in center field bats ninth. Marco Scutero in on the right side. There for ball one as James Shields on the mound tonight. He's had his problems here at Fenway Park. Overall, he is 6-7. He's dropped 6 straight. 4.55 earned run average. A loss last time out to the Padres. Deals with a strike, and it's 1-1 to Scutero. Shields, their opening day starter, it has really not been the season that he has planned on. 17th appearance overall. He's 28 years of age and the senior member of his Rays starting rotation. He's on the corner, and it's 1-2.
In his career against the Red Sox, he is 4-8. In his lifetime, he is 1-1 this season against Boston.
Numbers for Scutero: 284, 4 homers and 25 runs batted in. Mentioned the last start for Shields, a loss against Padres, 5-4 on Wednesday. Did go 7 innings. It's just outside, 2-2. Here's a look at his last 7 starts. 1-6 with a 6.93 earned run average. '15th career start against the Red Sox, 3rd this year. He is 4-8 in lifetime against Boston.
And Tampa Bay still has the best ERA in the American League. They are 3.50 as a team. That is number 1.
And largely because of the 2 guys you just saw, Matt Garza and David Price. Both been outstanding this season. Price is 11-3. Most wins in the American League. Back to the mound. Shields fields and throws, and Scutero is out number 1.
The defense for the Tampa Bay Rays, they're 8th in the American League with 48 errors on the season. Evan Longoria will be at third base. Jason Bartlett, the shortstop. Reed Brignac at second, and Carlos Pena, the first baseman. Left to right, Kyle Crawford, Ben Zobrist, and Sean Rodriguez. And John Jaso doing the catching. Longoria and Pena both with gold gloves.
1 down for Daniel Nava. Nava takes strike 1 and starts tonight hitting at .294. A home run and 10 runs batted in. Quiet series in San Francisco. He was just 1 for 11 in the series. He's quickly down 0-2. This one's skipping in as Shields looking at the landing area.
Saw John Lessig do quite a bit of that on Sunday in San Francisco.
Popped up left side. Evan Longoria, the third baseman, calling and catching out number 2. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Two down in the first inning on a beautiful night from Fenway Park. Plenty of sunshine, plenty of warmth right now. Lights are on. As David Ortiz climbs in, batting in the 3 spot now, 252, 16 homers, 47 runs batted in. And strike one over the inside corner. David didn't particularly like the call. For Shields here at Fenway Park, it has been a nightmare. 1-6, 7.53 earned run average. He had 7 career starts here at Fenway. Has not been the place that he is particularly cared for. However, on April 17th, his most recent start here, he won. The only game he has ever won here at Fenway. He was matched up against Clay Buchholz, won 6-5. He went 6 2/3. He gave up 4 earned runs, but came away with the win. As he fools Ortiz, and it's 1-2.
First curveball featured by Shields so far in this game, and it's a good one. Breaking down about ankle high to David Ortiz.
Ortiz with very good numbers against Shields. The Red Sox winning their last 2 games of the road trip, last 2 games of interleague play in San Francisco. A day off yesterday. Brief 2-game series against the Rays. This is down and in, full count. And Shields frustrated with himself.
Yep, nice to be back home and nice to have interleague play gone.
Red Sox concluding it on Sunday at San Francisco. They were 13-5 against National League opponents. They did well. Tied with the Mets for the 3rd best mark in the majors, behind the White Sox, who are 15-3. Or the Rangers, who are 14-4. Boston won 5 of its 6 2010 interleague series overall. And really, look back over the years, Jerry, 4th best record in the majors since interleague started. Red Sox have enjoyed interleague as far as wins and losses go.
They've played very well in interleague baseball. They certainly have. This year, no exception.
Ball 4 to Big Papi. He's headed down to first base. First base runner of the night for Boston. Two down for Kevin Youkilis. The 06, 15 homers and 50 runs batted in. Take strike one from Shields. 93 on the fastball. Youkilis grounds it foul, and it's 0-2.
Youkilis is not a guy that's had very good success against James Shields. Only 107 coming into the game tonight. And Shields quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
Here are the numbers, 3 for 28 at 107. Fouled off, still 0-2. Youkilis with only 2 hits against the Rays in the season series. That's the bad news. The good news is the 2 hits have both been home runs. John Jaso doing the catching tonight. Got a piece of him that time.
And speaking of home runs, Shields has allowed 16 on the season. That is the most on the Tampa Bay staff. Inside ball 1.
He's the club's all-time leader now in innings pitched. Ranked second in the franchise to Scott Kazmir in wins, starts, and strikeouts. Nichols to center. Deep with Zobrist coming in to make the diving catch in center field. That's the first inning. We played one without a score from Fenway. Park. Leading it off is Matt Joyce. 6, 7, and 8 for the Rays in the inning. As Joyce takes strike one from John Lackey. Rays threatened but did not score in the first as they stranded a pair. Joyce 1 for 9. 111 batting average. 25-year-old recalled on Friday, AAA Durham. On the ground right side. Hall at second base fields and throws. And there's one down in the second inning.
Traveled to Prague and Belfast to see the Bruins open the 2010-11 season with AAA Travel, the exclusive travel provider of Boston Bruins fan experiences. Travel packages are available now. Visit AAA.com/travel or call 800-222-7448 for more details.
Well, nice to see Tyler Seguin and Nathan Horton here. Sean Thornton is also here along with them, but he was not part of the ceremony. Throw out the first pitch. Matt Shamora, of course, Bruins PR on hand as well. This Bruins taken in Fenway Park. It's on the ground and through into left field. A base hit for Sean Rodriguez. One out single. And the second hit of the night for the Rays off John Lackey.
Well, Sean Rodriguez getting the start in the outfield tonight, out in right field, gets a hanging breaking ball from Lackey and finds that hole between third and short for the base hit.
So one out. Sean Rodriguez at first base. Here's Reed Breniak. Second baseman at 272. 2 homers and 24 runs batted in. One hit in his last 23 at-bats. Got a double on Thursday, and it ended an 0 for 18 skid. His average has dropped 30 points. Fly ball to center field. Mike Cameron is out there. And he makes the catch for out number 2, 2 down.
Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities.
Two down in the second inning. Sean Rodriguez at first base. Jason Bartlett, the batter. He slid down to the number 9 spot in the order. He's hit at 188 since April the 30th, dropping his average from 281 down to 227. Spent some time on the DL, went back on the DL June 16th for the second time this year with a right hamstring strain. Missed 14 games. A year ago at this time, he was hitting at 364 with 7 home runs. And has been moved to the bottom of the order for now. In 53 games this year, 44 of them he has been the leadoff hitter, but not tonight. So Madden trying to mix some things up and get these Rays back to their winning ways. Down to the dirt on a pitch in at 90.
That'll certainly get your attention. A 90-mile-an-hour fastball up around the dome.
As we mentioned, these are the numbers a year ago to where he is now. Again, there has been time on the DL. Lines to short. Scudero snares it to end the inning. Inning and a half done from the Fens. We're scoreless.
Once again, as Clay Aiken and Ruben Studdard bring the timeless tour to MGM Grand at Foxwoods and perform live in concert August 7th at 8 p.m. For tickets, call 866-MGM-0609 or visit mgm@foxwoods.com.
Bottom of the second inning back at Fenway Park. Without a score is J.D. Drew, Adrian Beltre, Jason Varitek. Bat here in the second. Drew with a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. The key matchup is brought to you by New England Acura Dealers. Drew at .355 against James Shields. Shoots 2 home runs. Shields walked Ortiz in the first. As he misses inside that time, 1-2. Rays into a shift for J.D. Drew. They do and have one of the teams that do it all the time. Brignac in short right field. And a swing and a miss as Drew strikes out. First K for Shields. But Jerry, a lot of times we're very fortunate this season. We've had food deliveries, and I love the food deliveries. The pizza earlier, and the fine people from D'Angelo dropped off a huge lobster sandwich. Now, there's not enough for everyone, as it turns out. But it's 29 inches. It's 100% real lobster. It serves 4 to 6 people, or one, whichever works out.
Looks very good.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. One of the problems that we have is that when food comes, we have 90 seconds to 2 minutes to eat, which makes it really, really hard to eat as much as you want to.
What do you mean, the we?
Well, it's just that.
Where'd you get we from him?
I guess me in between innings, because you just don't have much time, and it's so good, and you want to have it. So you get 90 seconds. Plus, Ken, the producer, is giving me information. Stuff is coming up. It's very stressful, but I got the job done as Beltre taps it foul. And I can tell the people from D'Angelo that the lobster salad sandwich is incredible.
It's the first time I've seen someone eat the whole thing between innings. Usually it takes a couple of innings.
It was just that good.
But I didn't see any we in that, because I saw.
You're not eating any?
I saw you take the sandwich.
Yeah.
And then I saw you eating the whole sandwich.
I thought you had a little piece while I was eating at the same time. I guess I just didn't notice.
I did.
Beltre to right field. It's a fair ball. Rodriguez over to play it. Beltre's headed for second. He has a one-out double. And the first hit of the night for the Red Sox.
Well, Beltre started the game fourth in the American League at hitting with a .340 batting average. Takes this pitch to the opposite field. It's a fastball away, actually off the plate. And Beltre takes it down that right field corner for the one-out double. That is now a 5-game hitting streak for Beltre.
He is safe at second, safe and secure. New York life. One out, Beltre at second base, and Jason Varitek coming up. A lot of playing time now coming up for Varitek. He's had a good year, 258, 7 homers, 14 runs batted in. A lot of that production was early and has not been seeing as much time lately. He will now. Gustavo Molina, who joins the team tonight with Martinez going on the DL, can catch knuckleballers apparently, so he's going to get Tim Wakefield, which takes care of that problem.
And getting back to the lobster sandwich.
Yes. You didn't have any, which I thought you did.
No, and I'm a little surprised that you're letting food in the booth, because we had a mouse in the booth prior to the ball game.
Could be part of the reason we have mice in the booth.
Exactly.
I've not seen the mouse. I have understood that there have been 2 sightings.
2 sightings by more than 1 people. A person, I should say.
1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
So I'd keep the rest of your lobster sandwich in high territory.
Good news is I don't think there's any left. I'm taking care of that. I thought for sure you had some.
No.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. I thought while I was eating, you were eating.
I was studying, and I was concentrating on the next half inning.
Varitek grounds it right side. Brignac from the outfield grass throws him out as Beltre takes third base. 2 down in the inning.
Change up that time from James Shields. Has Jason Varitek a little bit out in front. And he rolls it over to second base for the ground ball out. So 2 outs, and Beltre now at third base.
Here's Bill Hall with 2 outs and Beltre at third. Hall at 234. 5 homers and 17 runs batted in. He'll be seeing a lot more time at second base as well. The bunt bid down the third baseline, foul.
Not a bad idea by Bill Hall. He's got Longoria deep at third base. Tries to drop one down the line. If he can't get it fair, make sure it goes foul and gives you another chance. Try to drop it right on the line.
This will be the 40th pitch of the night for Shields, an inning in 2/3 deep. And it's in the dirt outside. Sprawling is Jaso with a nice play to block it with Beltre at third base.
John Jaso going to his right, and it actually hit his shin guard. And stops the ball right around home plate.
Hall fouls it off, 1-2.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings, the Red Sox get a save. CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox.
Bill Hall was 2 for 11 on the road trip for the Red Sox. Batting here with a chance to strike first to 1-2. Bouncing in, and again, Jaso blocks it.
Well, that's 2 very nice plays by John Jaso this inning to save a run. That's a changeup that time that bounces up and hits him right off the chest protector. So twice, Shields living in danger with a wild pitch, and his catcher doing a great job for him.
Here's the other catcher, Kelly Shopping. You may wonder about former All-Star Gianna Navarro. He was sent to AAA. Optioned out on Friday, and they brought Matt Joyce back up again. But boy, Gianna Navarro falling quite a distance. There is ball 3, very close, and a full count now.
James Shields trying to pick up that corner down and in. Wow. Pretty good pitch.
Another opportunity for Bill Hall. Beltre at third, 2 down, a 3-2 pitch. To second base, tough hop. Breniak's got it. Hall is out, and the Red Sox are gone. Through 2, we're scoreless from Fenway Park.
Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org.
Scoreless as we head to the top half of the third inning. John Jaso, Carl Crawford, Evan Longoria. Top of the order for the Rays. They have 2 hits so far off John Lackey through the first 2 innings. Lackey's also walked a batter. And strike 1, 2-1. Jason with a .398 on base percentage, leading all major league rookies. As he grabs the corner, 2-2. 29 walks, second among American League rookies. Only has 16 strikeouts. And again, he has been leading off 13 of the last 14 games. As he strikes out this time. Didn't think so. Thought it was too far inside. Says some stuff to Brian O'Nora. And it is the first strikeout for John Lackey.
Well, Lackey picked up the inside corner to pick up the strikeout. It's only the 17th time that Jaso has struck out this season. Jumping back from an inside fastball, but apparently just getting the corner.
So 1 out for Carl Crawford. A single to center field first time up. Advance to second base on an error charge by the pitcher John Lackey. And a throw over, trying to keep him close. And therefore strike 1, 1-1 on the breaking ball. Lackey looking for his 9th win of the year, coming in at 8-3. 16th start of the season. Lackey is undefeated in his last 6 starts dating back to May 26th. And the last time he lost was at Philadelphia. He's tied with John Lester for the team lead with 13 outings of at least 6 innings. And has gone at least 5 innings in 14 of his 15 starts in a Red Sox uniform. Crawford sends one out towards deep center field, sending Cameron back towards the triangle area. And a bounce into the triangle area and up into the seats for a ground rule double. A long way back by the 420 marker. And Crawford is 2 for 2.
Well, Crawford's just had great success against John Lackey. 421 coming into the game. He's already got a single. And now this double on a breaking ball, the curveball from John Lackey. And he'll bounce it into the stands for the ground rule double.
So Crawford at second base, 1 out for Evan Longoria. One of the things that came out of the skirmish on Sunday between Evan Longoria and B.J. Upton was something that the Rays have known all along. That Evan Longoria possesses a great deal of leadership ability, despite the fact that he's extremely young. He's already a very good leader and someone that the Rays look up to a great deal already, and has already accomplished a great deal. And there's no question he's going to be a star in this game for a long time. But saying something to B.J. Upton that Upton did not like. And Longoria taking it upon himself to do so at that time.
And he did it. He kept his cool while he was doing it, too. He went up to him, said what he had to say. They exchanged a few words. Longoria just turned around and walked away. Had what he had to say, and there he goes. He turns around, he'll confront him a little bit, and then just turn around and walk away from him.
Truly not the aggressor, as this one is in the air, and he's just trying to get a message across that apparently Joe Madden agreed with. As Cameron makes the catch for the second out, and so did the rest of his teammates, for that matter. On the play, which I don't think we have video of, is a fly ball out towards left center field. According to B.J. Upton after the game, he thought the left fielder was going to go after it. He was just kind of jogging in that direction, and he really was jogging. And it caught the attention of many of his teammates. Not the first time that kind of thing has happened. He is on the bench tonight as a result. And really, it's been a frustrating time for him over the last 2 years. A guy who appeared to be a superstar in his own right. Put together a tremendous postseason in the Rays' run to the World Series a couple of years ago. He could do it all. Sent it down to Heidi.
Well, Don, I had a chance to go into the Rays clubhouse earlier today. I talked to a couple of the players and even Joe Maddon about the incident, and Maddon thinks it's a good thing.
Sometimes things boil over a bit. I'd say I'm not even most of the time. I think all of the time it's a good thing when emotions are let out and not held within, and people at that point really speak frankly about what they are feeling, and then everybody knows what side of the fence they're on. And so for all those reasons, a situation like that, I believe is, if you really channel it properly, it's nothing but a positive.
Maddon also talked about the fight Matt Garza and Gianna Navarro had in the dugout in the playoffs in 2008. He said that really provided a spark for the team, and he hopes this has the same result. Don?
All right, thank you very much, Heidi. As Carl Crawford stealing third base at will. 2 outs. Red Sox not worried about it.
No contest at all. Nobody really holding him on. He just takes third base for stolen base number 27 on the season. That's important here at Fenway Park because there's no guarantee you're going to score on a ball in left field from second base, even with Crawford's speed.
3-0 pitch fouled off. The little that I've been around Joe Maddon in the last few years, I had a chance to know him a little bit in the playoffs a couple of years back. He's sort of a psychologist first and a manager second. And it's amazing, first, how he turned this organization and the thought process around from being nothing but losing year in and year out to making them believe they can win. It took a great deal to do, and it started right in spring training with that challenge. And this type of situation, really, he's unflappable and really does think it's a good thing. As this one is popped up in the infield. From third and first they come, and it is Beltre from third who makes the catch. It ends the inning. They leave Crawford at third. We're 2.5 deep without a score at Fenway.
Fill up on your absolute favorite fountain of frozen beverages for just 79 cents, any size, any time. The Chill Zone, only at Cumberland Farms.
Last half of the third inning at Fenway Park. Mike Cameron, Marco Scudero, Daniel Nava to bat in the inning. Cameron with a swing and a miss. His first look tonight at James Shields. Batting out of the number 9 spot. 266. The home run, 8 runs batted in. Got his first home run in a Red Sox uniform on Saturday. 3-run shot. He's hit 281 in 18 games since coming off the DL. Swing and a miss, and Cameron strikes out to begin things here in the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi.
Don Clay Buchholz strained his lower hamstring running the bases on Saturday in San Francisco. Now, the Red Sox have not placed him on the disabled list, and Terry Francona is hopeful they won't have to, and that he'd be ready to pitch as early as next week.
There's a chance he could pitch Monday. If he's not able to, there's a chance he could pitch Tuesday. If we get to Tuesday and he's not ready to pitch, then we'd obviously have to make a move, because that would be our fifth day in a row. I think there's a decent chance that'll work. If it doesn't, we'll make an adjustment.
This injury report is brought to you by Fallon Community Health Plan with $400 fitness reimbursements. Fallon Community Plan always does more to keep your employees healthy. Contact your broker or visit fchp.org. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. The injury report has been a daily conversation, and it has been growing at the moment, especially on the tail end of the road trip. And Terry Francona pointing out today, and Terry, you talked about it in the open. You know, you look back to 2006 when the Red Sox had all those injuries. That year, it was injuries to starting pitching, and they were searching the earth for starting pitchers. Big difference when it is position players. I'm not making light of the fact. I mean, these are big position players there without. It's going to hurt. But the difference is you still have your core pitching there doing a good job. You're starting pitching.
Yeah, that's the point we're trying to make, is the fact that, you know, if you've got that good starting pitching, you can hold teams down in scores, and, you know, you maybe get away with a little less offense. But, you know, the guys they've got on the DL, and of course Beckett, one of those is a starting pitcher, but, you know, Pedroia right now and Martinez, I mean, that's got to hurt. It's going to hurt. There's no question about that. But you just hope the starting pitching is able to continue to pitch well.
There is strike 3, and it's the 3rd strikeout for Shields. Back-to-back case. Scudero's gone. And there's 2 outs in the 3rd.
It's a fastball doing the honors this time for Shields. He's got a strikeout now on a fastball, a curveball to J.D. Drew, and a changeup to Mike Cameron.
This is driving him nuts. Pedroia this time on the bench, too. And it's going to be a while. He will be on that bench every day. He is a guy who's at the ballpark the earliest in that dugout, all during batting practice, and ready to play every day. And this time for him has got to be so strange. Two outs for Daniel Nava, who's down 0-1.
There's nothing worse than being hurt, because there's nothing you can do. You feel like you're not even part of the club after a while. There's nothing you can do to help except moral support, you know, by being in the dugout. And even that becomes old after a while. You just want to be on the field doing something.
This is chopped up the middle. Bartlett ranging around the bag at second. His sidearm toss is in time. And the Red Sox are down in order. He played 3 from Fenway, no score. night. A beautiful sunset here from Fenway Park. And he's pitch number 51 of the night, tossed in by John Lackey. It's to Ben Zobrist, who leads it off. Zobrist, Joyce, and Rodriguez here in the 4th inning for Tampa Bay. They have collected 3 hits off Lackey so far. Lackey with a walk and a strikeout. He's not had a 1-2-3 inning yet tonight, as the Rays have stranded 4 men through the first 3 innings, including leaving Carl Crawford at third base in the 3rd inning. And for strike 2, 1-2. Lackey has received a great deal of run support during the course of the year. As this one is tapped foul, 1-2. Chops slowly towards Hall, an underhanded flip that's in plenty of time for the first out of the inning.
Into the win, the Lumber Liquidators football and flooring sweepstakes. You can score for all luxury suite box tickets to a game, plus $1,000 worth of hardwood flooring. The same flooring used in the luxury suites at the park. Go to NESN.com/LL for your chance to win.
1 out in the 4th inning, 3 in a row retired by Lackey. And here's Matt Joyce, grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. Mentioned Joyce just back from AAA Durham. Joyce coming up, Deanna Navarro going down. He was traded for Edwin Jackson to the Tampa Bay Rays organization. He skies one to short left now, but coming in. And then he puts it away for out number 2. Vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week at NESN.com and enter to win a $100 gift card from NESN to the Yawkey Way Team Store. Two outs here in the 4th inning. And it brings up Sean Rodriguez. Single to left field, first time up. And Sean Rodriguez, previous Major League experience, parts of 2 years with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. He was part of the Scott Kazmir deal. 25-year-old. Acquired last September 1st in that deal for Kazmir. To left center and falling in for a base hit. Nick Cameron will play it on a hop, but it's a 2-out single. It breaks up a string of 4 in a row retired by John Lackey.
And second base hit that Rodriguez has had tonight, and second base hit he's had on the curveball from John Lackey. So he keeps Lackey away from his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Dropping in front of Mike Cameron in center field.
Two down, Sean Rodriguez. At first base, here's Reed Brignac. Flied out to center field in the 2nd. And the recipient of strike 1. Rays have not been hitting. They had a homestand of interleague play, which they went 2-4, and they hit 170 during their homestand. Relatively close play at first base. Diving back is Rodriguez.
Yeah, a little flinch by Rodriguez towards second base, and then has the big long crossover step to get back to the bag. Very close play. Looked like he wanted to go on that pitch.
Pitch out, nothing doing, as Rodriguez remains at first. The Rays wrapping up the series against the Diamondbacks, in which they were 7 for 81 in the series. They hit 086. So the bats have not been with them lately. They have 4 hits, so far no runs. There goes Rodriguez at first to pitch up and away, and no throw from Veritek. A stolen base for Rodriguez, and it is the second theft of the night for the Rays.
They mentioned he looked like he wanted to go. He finally does go in a fastball, almost like a pitch out. But no throw to second base by Veritek. Of course, the Rays lead the American League in stolen bases.
Off the glove of Lackey. It's going to slow it down so much that they've got no play. And on to third base goes Rodriguez. He gets a piece of it and slows it right down. No chance for Hall. It's a base hit for Brignac, and it's first and third for Tampa.
Yeah, if it gets over his head, Billy Hall probably has a chance to make a play on it. But once it's deflected off the glove of John Lackey, that was the end of that. Deflects it and kicks it straight up in the air. Bill Hall immediately looks toward third base to make sure Rodriguez isn't trying to score on that.
So a base hit, first and third, 2 down, and Jason Bartlett, the batter, lined out to shortstop first time up. Just outside, ball 1. Rays as a team hit at 252. That is good for 9th in the American League in batting average. Red Sox are 3rd currently in batting average at 277. It's away again, 2-0. Tampa Bay first in earned run average, 3.50. Pitching. Threatening here in the 4th. First and third, 2 down. There have been very few clean innings for John Lackey. This season as a whole, it seems he has had to work very hard to get out of a lot of innings, usually a base runner here or there. And tonight that's been the case, at least one in every inning. There's a strike, 2-1. Bartlett, 3:08 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Another opportunity here for the Rays in the 4th. It's Hardy on the cut. It's 93 on the fastball, and it's 2-2.
Lackey keeping that fastball away from Jason Bartlett. He gets the swing and miss. So a pitch away from getting out of this jam.
Moved by Cameron, the center fielder, into right center for Bartlett to go the other way. Bartlett fouls it off to the right and do it again, 2-2. One thing the Rays have done really well is play away from Tropicana Field. They are 24-12 on the road. They start here with 2 at Fenway and then 4 in Minnesota at Target Field. Bluff to third, a look to first, doesn't throw to either locale. Strike 3 call. Freezes him on the curveball. Second strikeout for Lackey. We're scoreless through 3.5.
Park is hosting the perfect event for you as the excellent passion and tradition of top-flight European soccer comes to Fenway Park on July 21st at 8 p.m. Celtic Football Club of the Scottish Premier League will take on Sporting Club de Portugal from the Portuguese Liga for the Fenway Football Challenge. Tickets are on sale now at tickets.com/football at Fenway.
Scoreless as we head to the home half of inning number 4. David Ortiz leading it off. Walk back in the first inning. His first look at James Shields of the night. The 0-1 misses, 1-1. 5 in a row retired by the right-hander for the Rays. He struck out 3 Red Sox, 1 walk, giving up 1 hit, a double for Adrian Beltre back in the second inning. That's been it. Ortiz cranks it a long way foul. 1-2. To right field. Rodriguez has room and makes the catch shy of the track for the first out in the 4th inning. Time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which active pitcher with a minimum of 30 innings pitched has the highest earned run average at Fenway Park? I'll have the answer for you a little bit later. 1 out here in the 4th inning, and Kevin Youkilis, the batter, with bases empty. Youkilis flied out to center field in the first inning, 0 for 1. Red Sox have left 2 base runners on as Youkilis lifts it to right field. But again, Sean Rodriguez appears to have room and does this time a little closer to the track, but is up to the task again. 2 down. Two down for J.D. Drew, who was struck out swinging in the second inning. Lays into the shift on the right side for Drew, who struck out in the second. And takes ball 1. And Brignac, the second baseman, into short right. Slashed foul, 1-1.
Good sign in San Francisco was watching J.D. Drew leg out a triple over the weekend. Other than that, there were a lot of bad signs over the weekend in San Francisco.
Golf down the left field line. Crawford towards the corner, and it's into the seats. 2-2 the count to Drew.
And by the bad signs, I mean, of course, Dustin Pedroia, Clay Buchholz, and Victor Martinez all coming up with injuries.
On the good side, the Red Sox, despite all that, able to take 2 out of 3 from the Giants. Their second ever visit to AT&T Park, and I think they're certainly hopeful that they'll be able to go Monday or Tuesday, as Terry Francona said, and also that it was not more of a knee injury and that it is a hamstring strain, and that he should be okay to go next week. Of course, the great numbers for him, 10-4. Just inside to Drew, and it's a full count. Adrian Beltre, who has the only Boston hit, waits on deck as Drew draws the walk. Breaks up a string of 6 in a row retired by James Shields.
Looking for a new job? Don't miss the Boston Globe's Professional Diversity Career Fair presented with the Urban League of Eastern Massachusetts. It's tomorrow, June 30th from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Seaport Hotel in Boston. For details, visit boston.com/diversityfair.
Two outs, Drew at first. Adrian Beltre a double in the second inning. On the ground foul outside of third. Wind kind of swirling here at Fenway Park in at the moment. Mostly from left to right across the outfield. And has picked up since this game started.
Blowing a lot of the humidity out of the air. Very humid here yesterday in Boston and also this morning, but now very comfortable conditions here at the ballpark.
Beltre on the breaking ball, lines it into left center for a base hit. Zobrist over to plate as Drew's over to second base on the second hit of the night for Adrian Beltre.
Now Beltre's first hit was a double down the right field line on a fastball. This time he gets a breaking ball, a curveball from Shields, and he'll drop this one into center field for the base hit. So Beltre 2 for 2 on the night. 99 hits on the season now for Adrian Beltre, the leader in the American League in hits. Robinson Cano with 106.
2 down, 2 on. First time the Red Sox have had two base runners in an inning. And a chance for the captain, who grounded out to second base in the second. A wild swing and a miss, but it gets away. And the runners will advance. Drew to third, Beltre to second.
Feeble swing here by Jason Varitek on a ball that was bouncing in the dirt. But the ball gets by Jaso, and two men now in scoring position.
Two on, two down. And Varitek down in the count 0-1. It's 0-2.
Not seen a fastball yet. A curveball followed by a changeup.
Pitch 75 for Shields. It's in the dirt. Another good play by Jaso, sprawling to his right.
Tries to change up again, and once again Jaso bails him out. Saves a run.
Third, Beltre at second, 2 outs in the fourth inning. Varitek wraps it foul over by the Sox dugout and hangs at 1-2. Strike three call. And the Red Sox will strand a pair in scoring position on the fourth strikeout for Shields. This game remains scoreless through 4. They at least battling each other here tonight in the first of a brief 2-game stop here for the Rays.
Tim Wakefield's twin.
It's supposed to be him. A lot of tats.
Yeah, Wakey doesn't have tats like that. I don't think so. Who gets them?
John Jaso leads it off. He is in the top spot in the Rays order, and it is the third inning which he has led off. Jaso, Crawford, then Longoria. In there for strike 2, 0-2. Jaso has grounded to short and struck out looking. Blackie has 2 strikeouts as he works here in the 5th inning. Last outing at Colorado, the no decision, 6 2/3. Giving up 5 runs. Bat goes into the seats. It's a pop-up foul ground that Beltre catches and almost gets clipped by Veritek, who went underneath him. But Beltre kind of skips over and makes the grab for the first out. The bat ends up in the box seats.
Oh, that had big-time collision written all over it, didn't it? Once again, Adrian Beltre charging hard, and Veritek slides to get out of the way. And get your ribs out of the way, Jason. Beltre making the catch, and no contact.
One out for Carl Crawford.
What's Beltre broken? About 8 ribs this season so far?
You add them all up. Outfielders have really taken a tough time. You know, he is extremely strong. That is one thing. You do not want to run into Adrian Beltre. This is line just foul. I mean, he is very solidly built.
Just ask the Red Sox outfielders.
That time, no contact. That was made. One down here in the 5th inning. Crawford, who has been on base twice tonight, single and a double, waiting on an 0-2 pitch. To left field this time, sending Nava back. 2 down.
Well, this is what we were talking about going back to April 11th, the collision between Beltre and Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury right now in Arizona. And Jeremy Hermida in Baltimore. Also a collision with Adrian Beltre. And Hermida on the disabled list, although doing much better.
When that second one happened, I really felt like Beltre was the one who got the worst of it. The way he came up, I thought he was the one that was going to be hurt. But in both cases, he comes out fine. And the other guy ends up on the DL. And in both cases, initially the Red Sox thought that a few days that both Hermida and Ellsbury would be all right, and it certainly has not worked out. Ellsbury, in fact, injuring the other side in a diving play later on. Ribs problems in both cases. Back at first, Hall calling towards the seats, makes the play. Had about one more step, and he makes the grab. A 9-pitch, 1-2-3 fifth, a scoreless game from Fenway Park. in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Well, now very comfortable conditions at Fenway Park on a beautiful night. Scoreless to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bill Hall, Mike Cameron, and Marco Scudero to bat. Rays out hitting the Red Sox 5-2. James Shields toes the rubber here for the 5th, having thrown 77 pitches through the first 4 innings. Here's strike 1 to Bill Hall. Ball grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. The pitching line is brought to you by a Boston area Lexus dealers. James Shields, 4+, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Here comes pitch 80 for Bill Hall, who is down on the count 0-2. Red Sox left a base runner at 3rd in the 2nd inning. Left a base runners or base runners at 2nd and 3rd in the 4th. They stranded 4 men through 4 innings. And was scoreless here in the home half of the 5th. Inside, ball 1. Cameron, then Scudero here in the 5th inning.
Doing more on defense is brought to you by Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot. Billy Hall with a nice catch in foul territory for the final out of last inning.
Ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Breaking ball, a little bloop to first for Pena, who makes the catch for the first out. As Hall gets jammed for the first out of the inning.
The next time you're in the mood for lobster this summer, head on over to Uno. They have terrific lobster dishes to choose from, including lobster wrap, lobster sliders, lobster flatbread, and so much more. Only at Uno, way deeper than pizza.
I really like lobster. 1 out in the 5th.
Maybe on the way home you can stop at Uno and get yourself maybe a slider to carry it home. Of course, you'll have to pay for that.
Mike Cameron bats with 1 out here in the 5th.
Well, maybe not. Maybe if you go in and tell them who you are, they may just give you.
Cameron, a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning. He went swinging for a ball fouled off. 1-2. Four strikeouts on the night for Shields. Up the middle and into center field, a base hit for Mike Cameron. It was just the 3rd hit of the night for Boston. It's a 1-out single. Mike Cameron's aboard.
Yeah, 4-game hitting streak now for Mike Cameron. He struck out of a changeup last time up, but this time he gets the changeup down and takes it up the middle for the base hit. So the Red Sox trying to get something going here against James Shields.
One out, Cameron at first base. Marco Scudero coming up. He grounded out Back to the mound in the first. Struck out looking in the third. He's 0 for 2. Rays infield a double play depth here in the 5th inning. Quick check, and back at the bag at first is Cameron. Slow to get up. For strike one to Marco Scudero. Ground out and a strikeout in 2 plate appearances against Shields. Scudero to left. Crawford on the run. Won't get it. Up over his head. Heading for third is Cameron. Throw goes to third. Scudero's into second with a double. Boston has runners at second and third with 1 out.
Well, it looked like if Crawford put his glove up, he was going to make a catch on that, but that ball quickly shot over his head. It's a cut fastball, it looks like, from Shields, and Scudero on the line. There goes Crawford with his speed, but it gets up over his head. And the Red Sox have second and third with 1 out right now.
They had second and third with 2 outs in the 4th, could not score. Scudero collects his 20th double of the year. 6th season he's had at least 20. And it's a second and third 1-out situation for Daniel Nava. Another opportunity for Boston.
Nava's seen an awful lot of off-speed pitches so far from James Shields. Another one there, a changeup to start him off with. We've seen a few changeups and a few breaking balls. Not many fastballs at all from Shields.
Gets one, but it's up and away, and it's 1-1. Cameron at third base, Scudero at second base. 1 out in the 5th. Scoreless game from Fenway. In the air, down the left field line, towards the corner and foul. Just kept bending away as Crawford made his way over. It's out of play, and it's 1-2 to Daniel Nava. Whether it's banking, investments, or insurance, Eastern Bank is here to help you and your community win. And for each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Club of Lowell. Second and third, 1 out here in the 5th inning. Another opportunity for the Red Sox, who have been trying to get to James Shields all night. Time called. Brian O'Nora, home plate umpire. Nava down 1-2. Infield in all the way around now for the Rays. Outside, 2-2.
Let's see now. Shields, after that cut fastball, goes back to a changeup or a curveball.
Warrior trying to get time out and get the attention of Crawford in left. Joe Madden is coming out. Third base umpire Chris Guccione is pointing to something out there, and Crawford's not sure what he's getting at.
Is there something on the field?
So Francona out to talk to Honora. If that's it, that's really not much. Appears to be a lot about nothing, as both managers have discussed things with managers. "93 pitches deep is Shields. Opportunity here for the Red Sox. Second and third, one out. Navas swings and misses and strikes out. Shields does go off speed as he changes up and gets him. Fifth strikeout for Shields, 2 down.
Yeah, there's no question what the approach is against Daniel Nava by these Tampa Bay Rays, and that's plenty of off-speed pitches. It's almost like they're wasting fastballs and going after them with changeups and curveballs.
The 93-mile-an-hour fastball he saw was up and away. He strikes out, 2 down, and it's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question: which active pitcher with a minimum of 30 innings pitched has the highest ERA at Fenway Park? And the answer is Jose Contreras with a 9.24 earned run average. James Shields enters tonight with an ERA of 7.53 at Fenway Park. It's 4th highest of any active pitcher. Prior to this season, it was 8.04. Daniel Bard, incidentally, is the lowest ERA of any pitcher with 30 innings at Fenway. He's an ERA of 1.42 in 44 and a third innings pitched. Chance for David Ortiz with runners at second and third, 2 outs in the 5th. Ortiz to deep right field. Rodriguez back at the wall. Big Papi takes it out of the yard. 3-run home run for Big Papi and a 3-0 Red Sox lead.
What the conversation was, but whatever it was a fastball on the very first pitch, and David Ortiz was ready for it. A home run swing on the first pitch fastball, right down the middle of the plate. Think David knew it?
Absolute blast for David Ortiz as Euclid takes strike one. Chances all night for the Red Sox. Big Papi cashes in with one swing of the bat. Collects his 17th home run of the year. And the numbers get better against Shields. Those are the updated numbers now. 3 homers.
Watch the reaction from James Shields on contact.
It's 17 home runs that Shields has given up this season. Second in the American League. As he gets Euclid to end the inning, but the damage is done. 3-run home run for David Ortiz. 3-0 Boston at the end of 5. $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every home run hit by the Red Sox. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Into 2000 has now been donated as David Ortiz. Most recent home run, his 3-run home run. As the Red Sox on top 3-0 to the 6th inning we go. John Lackey dealing with Carlos Pena, who takes ball 1 away. Pena with 16 home runs began the night tied with David Ortiz in that category. Ortiz jumps ahead of him. The league leader is Jose Bautista of the Toronto Blue Jays, tied with Miguel Cabrera. Paul Konerko all with 20. Shift is on. Hall in short right's got to hurry up, and just does get Carlos Pena, who does not think that Phil Cuzzi got that call right. It was a bang-bang play because Hall was in right field, and there was 1 away.
Yeah, Hall way out there in right field. By the time he gets it, he has to really rush his throw to first base to get Pena. And Pena thought he'd beat it out. That's good hustle by Pena going down the line.
A scoop by Youkilis also for the first out of the 6th inning. And brings up Ben Zobrist. The pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Lackey 5 1/3 deep, 5 hits, no runs. Walked a batter, struck out 2, and 81 pitches deep. He's retired 5 Rays in a row. Zobrist has grounded out to first base, grounded out to second base, 0 for 2 in the game. Strike 2 over the outside corner. We saw Evan Longoria over on the dugout steps for the Rays. He leads American League third baseman in voting. Has the most overall votes in that category, 3rd overall of everybody behind Joe Mauer and Derek Jeter in top 3. Of course, the All-Star rosters will be announced this coming Sunday for the 81st All-Star game. It should be held on July 13th at Angel Stadium in Anaheim.
No member of the Red Sox lead at any position.
How strange is that? When was the last time you remember that happening?
It's been quite a while.
It's outside, ball 4, and it's a 1-out walk for Ben Zobrist.
Time is running out to vote for your 2010 All-Star selections. You can help send your favorite Red Sox player to the All-Star game by voting up to 25 times at RedSox.com. Log on to RedSox.com. Cast your ballot today. Vote exclusively at RedSox.com. And hurry, voting ends this Thursday at midnight.
1 out. Ben Zobrist at first base, and Matt Joyce, the batter, 0 for 2. He's grounded out to second base, flied out to left. Strike 1-1. Rays lead the season series 4-3 so far. Sweeping the Red Sox here at Fenway Park. Red Sox went to Tropicana Field, swept the Rays in a 3-game series. So 4-3 heading into tonight's action. The two teams meet in 6 separate series on the year. Foul back into the seats, and it's 1-2. What a difference in the 2 series. I mentioned both the sweeps for either side. You take a look at the series. It took place at Fenway Park, the 4-gamer. 10 runs. The Red Sox score 19 and win all 3 games. Tropicana Field allowed 24 runs, losing all 4 here at Fenway. And it was a much different feeling and looking Tampa Bay team at the time. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Joyce. It is strikeout number 3 for Lackey. 2 down.
2 of the 3 strikeouts for Lackey have come on his curveball. That one down about shin high.
It's sort of amazing how you just catch different teams at different points of their season. The Rays held the major's best record for 63 days of the season. And then all of a sudden went through this stretch that they're in right now where they have slid quite a bit. And they're 44 and 31 and actually a game behind the Red Sox now in the AL East. If you look at their pitching staff, which again earned run average wise is number 1, they're not going anywhere. The Yankees tonight are being beaten by Seattle 7-2. They're in the 6th inning at Yankee Stadium tonight. It's just outside. It's 1-1. Sean Rodriguez has singled twice. Runner goes, pitch fouled off, and it's 1-2. We're at Fenway Park in Boston. Don Orsillo with Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney bringing you Red Sox baseball in high definition on Nesson. The coordinating producer of Red Sox baseball is Russ Ken. Senior coordinating director is Michael Narachi. The associate producer is Jim White. Production assistant Kate Galvin, and Nesson's executive producer is Joel Fell. This game was scoreless into the bottom of the 5th inning when David Ortiz hit a 3-run home run. And the Red Sox lead it 3-0. 2 outs in the 6th. And this ball bounced in, blocked nicely by Varitek. And it's 2-2 to Sean Rodriguez.
Both Varitek and Jaso have been busy behind the plate tonight blocking pitches. Varitek doing a nice job sliding over, not trying to catch it, just block it, keep that man at first base.
Runner goes. Pitch swung on. A fly ball to right field. Drew is out there camped. Makes the catch that ends the inning. The walk not a problem in the inning for Lackey. 5.5 deep. It's 3-0 Boston.
showrooms, Frank Webb's Bath Centers. For friendly experience guidance, find the showroom at frankwebb.com.
3-0 Red Sox on top of the Rays. Both teams with 5 hits as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. J.D. Drew leads it off. They shift on again. Drew has struck out and walked 2 plate appearances tonight against Shields. Shields about to throw his 100th pitch of the night. And it's ball 2-2-0. There is action for the Rays. Dan Wheeler is up in the pen. First action we've seen in the pen for either side. Drew didn't think so, but it's strike 1 according to Brian Onora. Six strikeouts tonight for Shields. There's another strike, and it's 2-2.
Kind of nasty here by Shields, right at the knees.
Shields, who has lost 6 of his last 7 games. Held the Red Sox scoreless through the first 4 innings. This one will hit Drew, and he'll head down to first base. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Red Sox starting the day 2 games back of the Yankees. Have a 3-0 advantage over the Rays right now. Drew hit by a pitch to begin things here in the 6th inning. Adrian Beltre's had a nice night. Oh, a swing and a miss that time. He's got a double and a single. A multi-hit night for Beltre. Hitting at .345. And here is Adrian Beltre. He is 4th in the American League in batting average. Robinson Cano at .359, setting the pace in the American League. Drew held on by Pena. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. Beltre off the pitcher. Shields. It'll kick into right. Drew will head for third and get there successfully as that one glances off the pitcher and shoots into right. First and third for Boston with nobody out.
3-hit game now for Adrian Beltre, and this one hit right off the pitcher. And deflects past second base out into right field. Cut fastball that time from Shields and right off his foot, his right foot.
So Drew at third, Beltre at first, nobody out. And Jason Varitek coming up. Varitek grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. He struck out looking in the 4th. Breaking ball away, ball 1. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. I told you Shields, who gives up the 3-run shot to David Ortiz, now 17 total on the year. 2nd only behind Millwood. He gave up 29 last year. And this is lined into right for Varitek. For third, from third, is Drew to score the 4th Red Sox run of the night. Jason Varitek drives in the 4th Boston run. Here comes Joe Madden. The Red Sox lead it 4-0. The pitching change from Fenway Park. Back on Friday, the Cincinnati Reds will pay tribute to their 1990 World Series championship team. Before the game, as part of the celebration, the Reds will hold a concert featuring MC Hammer, whose song "You Can't Touch This" was an unofficial anthem of the team. Of course, the 1990 series win was over the Oakland A's, Hammer's hometown team. He also served as a bat boy for it one time. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Me, a little twisted. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Rhode Island native Dan Wheeler into the game with runners at first and second. He makes an appearance in his 32nd game of the year, 2-0. 3.42 earned run average. 26 strikeouts. Opponents hitting at just 198 against Wheeler, who at times has been used as a closer for the Rays. Comes into the game with Beltre at second base, Veritek at first base, nobody out. And Hall showing bunt and taking ball one. Will Hall has grounded out to second base and popped out to first, 0 for 2. Lance Cormier, right-hander, up in behind Wheeler. As James Shields departs after 5+ innings, he's still responsible for the 2 men on. This one fouled off back and below us. It's 2-2. Nice to see Ryan Westmoreland here at the ballpark tonight. Of course, had brain surgery during spring training in March and continues to rehab. Everything's going well for him. Good to see him here tonight at the park. Back on a couple of different occasions. We wish him well. Inside for ball 3. Ball 4 as Wheeler walks the first batter that he faces coming into the game, and it loads the bases.
Introducing Arbor Coat Exterior Stain by Benjamin Moore, a revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer.
Nobody out in the inning with Adrian Beltre at third base, Jason Varitek at second base, Bill Hall at first base. Run already in, and Mike Cameron's your batter. He struck out in the third, singled and scored in the fifth. Cameron with 5 grand slams in his career. Showed you the batting average opponents against Wheeler under 200, and you look back over the last 3 years for Dan Wheeler coming out of the pen for the Rays. He's held opponents to a 192 average over the last 3 years. It's third best among American League relievers, minimum of 150 appearances.
And a good solid relief pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays. This ball hooked on the line, but continues to hook and ends up in foul territory. One bounce into the stands. So Wheeler right now trying to get out of a major jam. Bases loaded, nobody out.
His team already trailing 4-0. Infield in all the way around. As Cameron strikes out, he goes looking, and Glenn Wheeler gets the strikeout of Cameron, a big one for the first out of the inning.
And gets it on the slider.
So bases loaded, 1 out. Marco Scutaro doubled his last time up. Scored the second Red Sox run, a 1-for-3 night for the Red Sox shortstop. And it's 0-1.
Red Sox right now trying to have that put away inning. Already have the 4-0 lead. The bases loaded.
It's been a 15-minute wait so far for John Lackey in the Red Sox dugout as his team has added another run. And looking for more with the bases loaded and 1 out. Fouled off, 0-2. Wheeler, 32 years old, born in Warwick, Rhode Island, resides in Seminole, Florida during the offseason. In the third year of a 3-year deal. He's a member of the Rays in his second stint with the Rays, came up in the Rays organization. And with the Mets and Astros, now season number 4, second stint. As he misses away for ball 1. Nava on deck, 1 out in the inning. Swing and a miss. Baffles Scutaro and strikes him out. Back-to-back Ks for Wheeler. And there's 2 outs in the 6th inning.
What a job Wheeler has done so far. The strikeout on a slider to Cameron, now a curveball to Scutaro to pick up the strikeout with the bases loaded. That's got to be it for Wheeler.
So back-to-back Ks for him. He departs. Red Sox lead at 4-0. Rays with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Third pitcher now of the night for Joe Maddon's Lance Cormier. 28th appearance, 2-1 record, 4.40 earned run average. It's sitting at 311 against him. As they bring Cormier in to face Nava with the bases loaded. That's ball 1 inside. Kind of a curious move after Dan Wheeler had struck out back-to-back batters in Cameron and Scudero. First for Nava, whose first career bat came with the bases loaded. And of course, we all know, hit the grand slam. So ahead here, 2-0. Wheeler able to get Cameron and Scudero with the bases loaded after he walked Hall to load the bases. Back-to-back Ks. Nava hits a ground ball right side. Brignac knocks it down, but a run will score. In from third comes Melcher. It's 5-0 Boston.
All Brignac has to do is make the play in the backhand, go to second base, and the inning's over. Instead, he bobbles it, and the Red Sox pick up another run. Right off the heel of the glove of Brignac.
A hit and an RBI for Nava, who pitch run for by Darnell McDonald. So the bases are reloaded. That run charged to James Shields, who is still responsible for Jason Varitek, who now stands at third base. Bases loaded, 2 down for David Ortiz. Check swing grounder to Longoria, who will tag the bag at third for the force out. That ends the inning, but the Red Sox tack on 2 more at the end of 6. Enjoy a 5-0 lead.
And Jim Rice. Dice came out. Sazaka prepares to take on Matt Garza, the winner of 3 of his last 4 starts. It's all coming up tomorrow night at 6, only on NESN.
Top of the 7th inning, 5-0 now. Red Sox on top of the Rays. Long wait for John Lackey. Returns to the hill for the 7th. 96 pitches for the right-hander with action behind him in the pen. Reed Brignac leading it off here for the Rays. Foul tip, and it's a ball and a strike. That action in Penn is Hideki Okajima. In the ninth now in New York, 7-2, Seattle on top of the Yankees. As the Red Sox lead it here 5-0. Inside ball 2-1. Darnell McDonald, who pinch ran for Daniel Nava, takes over for him in left field. It's headed out in that direction down the left field line to the corner. McDonald in the corner, almost overran it, but reaches back to make the catch. Nice play. He's got to be careful as it hooks back, and it did that time, but McDonald reaches back and makes the grab.
Now, usually that kind of ball is slicing away from McDonald going toward the foul line, but this one comes back on him. And he's able to make the catch of that big outfielder's glove and the webbing of the glove. He's got an infielder's glove on, he doesn't catch it. But why would you have an infielder's glove on in the outfield?
That's a very good point. Pitch 100. Misses for ball 1 to Jason Bartlett. Bartlett lined out to shortstop in the second, struck out in the fourth. Rockies average 107, the high 124. Ground ball softly to third. Beltre at the lip of the grass, 2 down.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And John Lackey in the ballgame tonight with 3 strikeouts, a fastball to Jaso in the third inning, a curveball to Bartlett, and a curveball to Joyce.
Two outs here in the 7th inning. John Jaso 0 for 3. The check swing foul. He was grounded out to short, struck out looking, and fouled out. Lackey has had 1-2-3 inning all night. It was the 5th inning. He has the first 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Broken bat, soft liner that'll end up in center field. A 2-out single for John Jaso. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Out there enjoying a 5-0 Red Sox lead on a summer night in Boston. It has cooled off as the night has gone on. Strike 1 to Carl Crawford. Single in the first, a double in the 3rd inning. He flied out to left in the 5th. It's a stolen base tonight. Lackey in his career 10-3 against Tampa Bay coming in. Gonna get his 11th win. On the ground and by the dive of Hall, sharply hit on the ground into center field. And a single for Crawford, who has his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, we mentioned Crawford came into the game a .421 hitter against John Lackey. 3 for 4 in the game tonight. A top spin ground ball quickly back up the middle past Bill Hall. He is now hitting .452 in his career against Lackey. It's amazing how there are just some guys, you just see the ball well, you feel comfortable against them, and apparently that's the case with Kyle Crawford against John Lackey.
Another 3-hit game for Crawford, his 9th of the year. And Rays making some noise here after 2 quick outs in the 7th inning. It's 1st and 2nd, and Evan Longoria, who was 0 for 3 tonight against Lackey, as he takes ball 1. Okajima has been joined now by Daniel Bard. To left, deep was McDonald. It'll fall for a hit. He knocks it down. Around from second comes Jaso. Run scores as they've got Crawford and a run down, and they'll apply the tag. Run counts to make it 5-1, but they run themselves out of the inning. It is 7th inning stretch time with the Red Sox on top 5-1, and time for a Sports Desk update. Jay McCarthy.
Podium reaction from John Lackey and Terry Francona. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
5-1, Red Sox on top of the Rays as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Kevin Youkilis, J.D. Drew, Adrian Beltre anticipated in the inning as Lance Cormier is back out there for Tampa Bay. And it is strike 1 to Youkilis. It's been an 0 for 3 showing tonight for Kevin Youkilis, who's flied out to center, flied out to right, and struck out swinging.
Well, the Red Sox catch a break to end last inning. The base hit that drives in a run, but some overzealous base running by Kyle Crawford. Gets caught in a run down and gets the Red Sox out of the inning.
Andy Sonnenstein warming in the pen for Tampa Bay. They've already used Wheeler and Cormier in relief of Shields, who's on the hook.
One more look at the Kyle Crawford play to end last inning. There's the base hit, a little bit of a bobble by McDonald. But the ball rolls in front of him, and he's got Crawford trapped between second and third. Billy Hall just chase him down and apply the tag. That gets the Red Sox out of the inning with only the 1 run.
Ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Kevin Youkilis. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Don, Josh Beckett is closer to returning to the Red Sox rotation. He will throw to hitters on the Red Sox off day on Thursday, and then 5 days after that, he should be ready to make a rehab assignment. Terry Francona said he's going to need about 3 to 4 rehab starts, and if all goes well, that makes his return to the Sox rotation sometime in mid to late July. Also, Jed Lowry is scheduled to be activated Saturday in Lowell. He's missed all season with mononucleosis, and Francona said he's going to need at least a few weeks of rehab before he could be ready to potentially help fill in for Pedroia. Don?
All right, thanks very much, Heidi. The clock starts ticking, of course, once Lowry plays his first game for Lowell, a 20-day rehab. And probably will need all of that to get ready. It's been a tough road for Jed Lowry. This is a swing and a miss for J.D. Drew.
Really has. It's been one thing after another for him. You really have to feel for him.
The Rays didn't start in a shift on Drew, but now they move into one with a count of 0-1. Youkilis at first base. As Drew pops it up, sending Longoria out to short left center, backpedaling, and look out, makes the catch and then falls backwards. And from his hip pockets, fires it back into the infield. An adventure at best, but in a result-based business, he gets the job done for out number 1.
Yeah, he never really did look very comfortable going back after this, but he does make the catch, goes on his backside, and gets the ball back into second base.
Having a good time while doing it. 1 out. Youkilis at first. Jason Varitek will be next. It's Adrian Beltre who stands in. Beltre's got 3 hits. Double and 2 singles. Has scored a run. Shields tonight went 5+ innings, giving up 5 hits. The 5 runs the Red Sox have, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Told you Fenway Park not one of his favorite venues. 1-6 here in his career with a new run average over 7. And on the hook tonight for what would be his 7th loss at Fenway Park.
I thought he pitched a pretty good game tonight, until it cost that fastball to David Ortiz. But Shields, and prior to that, looked like the Shields that has won a lot of games for these Rays.
Lost 6 of his last 7 games coming into tonight's action. Beltre down 1-2. Jason Varitek on deck with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Beltre to left, a base hit headed towards the corner. Youkilis is headed towards third. The throw is off the mark. And to second base goes Adrian Beltre with his 4th hit of the night.
Once again, Adrian Beltre down to that one knee. It seems like when he swings at breaking balls, he goes down to that one knee to make contact. Has to get himself back up, and he ends up at second base. That throw goes in at third base, and when it does, Beltre heads in a scoring position at second.
Shouldn't the throw gone to second and keep the double play in order?
You would think so, yes. I'm not quite sure Beltre would have made second base had the throw go in that direction.
So second and third instead with 1 out. And Jason Varitek, the batter, the infield in all the way around. And a fly ball to left field. Crawford gets himself ready, makes the catch. Tagging, trying is Youkilis. The throw is going to be cut off. And the Red Sox lead at 6-1. Jason Varitek collects his 2nd RBI of the game.
That ball is not hit very deep at all, but they're going to challenge the arm of Kyle Crawford out there in left field. Not a strong throwing arm. And that time, Youkilis scores easily on what was a pretty shallow fly ball. Crawford gets himself set momentum coming home, but not much on the throw. One hop to the cutoff man.
Runner at second, 2 down, a run in, and a pitching change for Joe Madden. Red Sox lead it 6-1. Stein into the game, starter until this year, makes his 25th appearance out of the bullpen for the Rays. Opponent sitting at 240 against him. He has 27 strikeouts and 40 and a third. And he comes in with Adrian Beltre at second base and 2 outs in the inning. Bill Hall is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. As he takes ball 1. Beltre at second base, 2 down. So fouled off the catcher, jarring Jaso, and it's ball and a strike.
Knocks the mask right off the Rays catcher.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 to Hall. Red Sox did not score through the first 4 innings tonight against Shield, but 3 runs in the 5th, 2 runs in the 6th, and a run here so far in the 7th. The big blast, the 3-run home run by David Ortiz in the 5th, his 17th home run of the year. It's a high drive to deep left center field, back towards the wall, and gone. Look at the monster seats for Bill Hall. The Red Sox will take an 8-1 lead and a 2-run shot for Bill Hall, his 6th home run in a Red Sox uniform.
catches a hanging breaking ball from Sonnenstein and takes it into the monster seats. Watch the location of that breaking ball, just above the belt and between the letters. As Don mentioned, home run number 6, RBIs 18 and 19 for Bill Hall.
Cameron lifts the fly ball to center field. Zobrist makes the catch. Wynn played with it to end the inning. A 3-run 7th inning for Boston. Red Sox lead at 8-1. Awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. It takes teamwork to bring home the trophy. Friends and family in Maine and New Hampshire, and hi to mom and dad. It's been done. As we head to the 8th, and the Red Sox bring on their first reliever of the night. It's Hideki Okajima, his 33rd appearance, 2-2 mark, 5.26 earned run average. 318 opponent batting average, and it's Carlos Pena who leads it off and takes ball 1. Pena is just 1 for 8 in his career against Okajima, and tonight has walked, popped out, and grounded out. Red Sox on top 8-1 with the Rays batting here in the top of the 8th inning. Fly ball to left field. Darnell McDonald. 1 down in the 8th.
Coming up after the game tonight is Granite City Electric Red Sox Final with TC and Jim Rice. They'll bring you highlights from around the league as the Bronx Bombers face off against Seattle's ace, Cliff Lee. It's all coming up after the game only on NESN.
More action in the pen. Scott Atchison is up. We saw Bard up earlier, but the complexion of this game has changed since. As Ben Zobrist bats and takes ball 1.
A terrific job done tonight by John Lackey. Giving up only the 1 run through 7 innings.
There for a strike. It's 2-1. 7-inning effort tonight for Lackey. He gives up 8 hits and 1 run. Walked 2, struck out 3 through 108 pitches. A run coming in the 7th inning off Lackey. Chance to get his 9th win if the bullpen can finish out the Rays tonight here in the 8th and 9th. Okajima has the first out of Carlos Pena. He's fallen behind Ben Zobrist, 3-1. There's ball 4. The last thing the Red Sox want to be doing now is putting people on, and Zobrist is on with the 3rd walk given up by Red Sox pitching. First for Okajima.
And 2 of those walks have been to Ben Zobrist. The other, Carlos Pena, back in the 1st inning.
Looks like Willie Ibar is going to pinch hit for Matt Joyce. So Ibar into the game. He's always done well against the Red Sox, a .345 career hitter against Boston. This season, .233, 4 homers, 18 runs batted in overall. That's for Matt Joyce in the DH spot. And Joyce had been 0 for 3, a ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. The strike, and it's 1-1 to Ibar. Tight. Ball 2, 2-1. Ibar bats now. Sean Rodriguez waits on deck as the Rays bat with 1 out here in the 8th. Strike 2, 2-2. Okajima has been charged with 4 runs over his last 3 outings after he'd given up none in 4 2/3 in his previous 5 outings. Ibar hits this a long way to deep left field. Back is McDonald and into the monster seats. A 2-run home run for Willie Ibar. Pinch hit at that, and it is now 8-3. He's not going quietly tonight.
Second career pinch hit home run for Willie Ibar. And the 5th of the season. Looks like he gets a splitter here from Okajima that stays down in the zone, but not far enough down. Got a lot of home plate.
Rodriguez taps it foul. Hutchinson has now been joined by Daniel Bard. He's getting 2 quick runs on the pinch hit 2-run home run by Ibar after Okajima got the first out of the inning. It's been a 2-hit night for Sean Rodriguez. So it bounces in. Joe Madden pulling out the stops. Some pinch hitters here in the inning. B.J. Upton, who had been on the bench until this point, has come out on deck. The bat for Reed Brignac. Already has a 2-run home run from Ibar. Ball 2, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Much better split of that time than the one he threw the eye bar. That one actually dipped out of the strike zone. The one the eye bar got a lot of the plate. That one had some good sink on it.
Broken back grounder left side. Beltre's got it. Throw is off the mark, but Euclid supplies the tag on the way by. 2 down. Came off the bag to retrieve it and then slapped it on him. 2 away.
The ball kind of rolled up the stomach. It looked like of Adrian Beltre right there, and then he had to rush the throw to first base. It's got to tail back into the runner, but Euclid has it in plenty of time to get Rodriguez.
So here is B.J. Upton to pinch hit. It's been a .223 season, 7 home runs, 29 runs batted in. As he bats for Reed Brignac. Imagine Zobrist will come into second base. And Upton will take over at center as he fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. The altercation that took place on Sunday at Tropicana Field. B.J. Upton and Evan Longoria. Upton, of course, starting the night on the bench, but pinch hitting here in the 8th. 2 outs and the base is empty. Ball 2-2-1. We talked about the success that the Rays have had on the road. They are 24-12 away from Tropicana Field. And for B.J. Upton, most of his success has come away from Tropicana too. 5 of his 7 home runs and 21 of his 29 RBIs have been on the road. On the ground and by the dive. At third by Beltre. Down to the left field corner. Over to play it is McDonald as B.J. Upton. Round second and is going to head for third. Throw to third base, and Upton is safe at third. Aggressive base running. He may not have been running after that fly ball the other day at Tropicana Field, but he was running hard that time, and he gets to third.
And it seemed like it took forever for that ball to come out of that left field corner. First, we'll take a look at B.J. Upton running. He's slowing down going to second base. He must see a bobble or something, and he heads it on to third base and makes it safe.
That's going to do it for Hideki Okajima. It's 8-3. Red Sox on top with 2 outs in the 8th. Boston onto their third pitcher of the night as Daniel Bard comes into the game with a runner at third base and 2 down into his 39th appearance. 1-2 record, 2.06 and 39 1/3. He's got 42 strikeouts. Well, it's sitting at just 163 against Bard. No runs allowed in his last 7 outings. It's over 6 2/3. Strike 1 to Jason Bartlett, who fouls off a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Tied for the American League lead with 38 games coming into tonight's action. Third with 42 strikeouts. It's ball 1-1-1. He's ahead of Will Ullman and Brad Ziegler. We're all tied at 38 coming into tonight's action. 1-1 to Bartlett. His foul outside of third. 1-2. From the number 9 spot, Bartlett tonight has lined out to short, struck out looking, and grounded out to third base, 0 for 3. E.J. Upton at third base, 2 down in the inning. Foul straight back, 99. Final, the Mariners have held on to win 7-4 over New York. Red Sox starting the day 2 games back of the Yankees. The 1-2 pitch. The slider, and it is popped up back of first. Euclid backpedaling into foul ground to make the catch to end the inning. The 2-run shot for Ibar brings the Rays closer, but it's 8-3 Boston after 7.5.
Look at the season at the Rays. Matt Garza, in his first start against Boston here at Fenway, picked up the win throwing 8 shutout innings. On May 25th, the results were a little bit different. He took the loss, allowing 5 runs while walking 5 in just 5 innings.
It's on to the last half of the 8th inning. 5-run lead for the Red Sox on top 8-3. Andy Sonnenstein back on the mound. Marco Scutaro takes ball 1. Ben Zobrist moves from center to right field as part of the changes for the Rays. B.J. Upton, who tripled, stays in the game in center. And in from right to second base is Sean Rodriguez. Scutaro takes the ball, and it's 2-0. Marco doubled back in the 5th inning, so a 1-for-4 night tonight for the Red Sox shortstop and leadoff hitter. Sonnenstein giving up the home run to Bill Hall. 2-run shot in the 7th inning, one of 2 Boston home runs in the game tonight. David Ortiz with a 3-run shot in the 5th. Scutaro, McDonald, then Ortiz to bat in this inning, the bottom of the 8th. Full count. Rafael Soriano is warming for the Rays in the pen. Not had a lot of work lately. 3-2 fouled off to the right, now to play. Soriano with 18 saves on the year for the Rays. There's Darnell McDonald, who took over for Daniel Nava. Popped up, foul ground. Back comes Jaso, but he won't have a play. It's back into the seats. It's time for the catch of the day. Coming in this at bat for Marco Scutaro. Grab up top. Nicely done. That was the D'Angelo's Lobster Nation catch of the day. Find your best catch of the day at D'Angelo. The famous lobster lineup is back and loaded with 100% real lobster. Try the lobster roll, the baked stuffed lobster, or the lobster sandwich. Come on. You deserve D'Angelo. We did earlier.
Club that. He's got a bad hand. You know, he's got that wrapped around his wrist and threw a man hug on the kid next to him.
Leadoff walk from Andy Sonnenstein.
Good bouncing it off his bicep. Pretty soon it's going to end up back over the railing and they're going to lose the baseball. Can you bounce the ball off your bicep like that?
I don't think so, no.
Like 5 times? Boom, boom,
I'm
boom.
not sure I can even do it once. Darnell McDonald, 271, 5 homers, 20 runs batted in. His second at bat, got an infield hit first time up, and a swing and a miss brings him down to 1 knee. This one fouled off to the right. It's 0-2. Gave McDonald credit for the single in the 6th. It was actually Nava. McDonald pinch ran for Nava in the 6th inning. So first official at bat for McDonald of the night. Took over for him in left field defensively as well. He's down 0-2. In the air to shallow center. Upton coming in to make the catch for the first out of the inning.
Play of the game is brought to you by Aspen Dental. Let us help you find your smile. And it's David Ortiz, 3-run home run coming in the 5th inning. First base open, but Ortiz gets a fastball right down the middle and hits out of the park for his 17th of the season.
Scudero at first base, 1 out, and David Ortiz, the batter, the home run you just saw. He's also walked, reached on a fielder's choice, been on 3 times. Home run was good for his 17th of the year. Top foul, 1-1. Nicholas 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. He scored a run, waits on deck with 1 out. It's up high, ball 2. A reminder to stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage coming up. Breaking ball slips out of his hands, up and away, 3-1. Schottenstein has logged a lot of innings, 3rd among American League relievers with 40 and a 3rd coming into tonight's action. The long reliever for Joe Madden and Jim Hickey. Behind Jason Birkin of the Orioles and Brandon League of the Mariners. Ortiz fouls it off, full count. For Sonnenstein, a 27-year-old in his 4th season with the Rays, first year ever that he's been in the pen. Had 4 career relief appearances in the majors, all coming last fall in the postseason, or 2 falls ago for the Rays. (3-2) to David Ortiz. It's up high, ball 4, his 2nd walk of the inning. There's 6 walks allowed by Rays pitching tonight. 2 on in the 8th now for Kevin Youkilis. Mentioned Youkilis 0 for 3 with a walk. He has scored a run. 2 on, 1 out.
Want to play catch in the outfield at Fenway Park? You'll have your chance on July 10th at Futures of Fenway, presented by Xfinity. Fans will enjoy autograph sessions, family-friendly ticket prices, discounted concessions, as well as the opportunity to play catch on Fenway Park's outfield after the 2nd game. Tickets start at just $5. Visit redsox.com/futures to get your tickets today.
Two on, 1 away as Kevin Youkilis stands in against Andy Sonnenstein. Strike 1. Scudero at 2nd base, Ortiz at 1st base, 1 out in the 8th. Ball 1, 1-1. trouble with the curveball, and that one slips out too. It's now 2-1.
That's about 2 or 3 so far that have slipped out of the hand of Andy Sonnenstein.
On the ground towards shortstop. Could be 2. Second for 1, on to first for 2. And it gets Sonnenstein in the end out of any further trouble. We have played 8 from Fenway. It's 8-3 Boston. Bermuda Tourism, your New England Toyota dealers. Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. Sullivan Tire. And by Southwest Airlines. On to the top of the 9th inning. Red Sox have an 8-3 lead, on top by 5. Both teams with 10 hits in the game. As John Jaso leads it off for the Rays in the 9th. The pitcher for the Red Sox, the 4th of the night, is Scott Atchison. His 14th appearance, a 1-1 record, 4.13 earned run average, 227 opponent batting average, and it's sort of amazing how many games he's been thrust into that he had no idea he'd be pitching in. Really been very valuable for the Red Sox, and he's making the team out of spring training initially and pitching very well for Boston during the spring. Up and down, back and forth, and filled in, of course, making a spot start for Daisuke Matsuzaka, finding out about 11 minutes before game time. Pitching the 9th here. As there is ball 3, full count. Dustin Richardson is up for Boston. Sort of rip foul down towards Canvas Alley. And a nice grab.
That's why you bring your glove to the ballpark, right? That's a rocket shot, too. Glove goes up. Yes, right in the webbing.
Another one headed down the right field line, but foul to the right of the pole. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the 9th. Hand hurting a little bit with a hot shot. There is ball 4. And a leadoff walk for Jaso. 4th walk given up by Red Sox pitching. Lead runner on for the Rays in the 9th. Here is Carl Crawford, who's had a good night. 3 hits, 2 singles and a double. He's also flied out to left. Lines one to right field. It's in for a base hit. Over to play it is Drew. Heading for third base is Jaso. And the first 2 have reached for the Rays. That's the 4th hit of the night for Carl Crawford.
3 singles and a double and a stolen base tonight for Crawford, as he jumps all over that first pitch from Atchison.
Matt Lauer in the house. See this Red Sox Rays game.
Where is Matt Lauer? Doesn't he travel all over the world? Tonight he's at Fenway Park.
It is indeed. Tom Warner. First and third. Nobody out here in the 9th inning. Jaso at third, Crawford at first. Crawford takes off and he will steal second base. In fact, he won't get credit for the steal. Defensive indifference. .1-0 popped up, foul off to the right, out of play. A ball and a strike. And then Longoria singled in the 7th inning, a 1-for-4 night. He drove in a run with a base hit in the 7th. This one fouled off. Principal owner John Henry was on the last road trip. Colorado joined us in San Francisco.
Where did Tom get that lid?
Probably in San Francisco. That's my guess.
Somebody must have brought it back as a gift.
1-2 pitch is in the air to the shortstop area. Scudero stride or 2 on the outfield grass for the first down of the inning. Don't forget, after the game, stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox Finals coming up from our Nesson HD Television Center. Well, Atchison walking the first batter he faced, gave up a single, then a pop out, and Terry Francona will make the pitching change with 1 out in the 9th, and the Red Sox on top 8-3. game was scoreless into the bottom of the 5th inning when Big Papi with 2 on to make this 3-run home run off James Shields. They got the scoring started a big way for the Red Sox. Get 2 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, and get very good pitching from John Lackey, who goes 7 strong innings in tonight's game and gives up 1 run. Chance to grab his 9th win of the year. He came in at 8-3. As we play here in the 9th inning with 1 out, and the Rays with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Dustin Richardson into the game, his 5th appearance, a record of 4.50 earned run average, 444 opponent batting average against Richardson. He has held opponents scoreless in 6 of 7 career Major League games. His first stint with the Red Sox this season. Called up on June 12th. 22 appearances with the Pawtucket Red Sox prior to being called up. And strike 1 over the outside corner to Carlos Pena. Only hitting at 178 against left-handed pitching. So Francona goes and gets Richardson here with 1 out in the 9th. To right field down the line, foul. It's 0-2 as Pena's out ahead of that.
Yeah, just a little bit out in front of that breaking ball from Richardson and hooks it foul. As you look at Jonathan Papelbon loosening in the Red Sox bullpen. There's the curveball, and just out in front of it is Pena.
Second and 3rd, 1 out in the 9th. Pena waiting on an 0-2 pitch. Up high, ball 1. Richardson last working at San Francisco 3 days ago. Went an inning, had a strikeout. He's dealing with the league leader in strikeouts in Carlos Pena at the plate right now. A 1-2 pitch. And Pena does it again. He strikes out. So there's out number 2 of the 9th.
Finds the ladder with the fastball. Up around letter high, and Pena cannot check the swing.
Two down in the 9th inning. Ben Zobrist started the game in center field, now in right field. 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice, but has walked twice. Red Sox pitching, allowing a total of 4 walks in the game. Seven innings for Lackey tonight, giving up 1 run. Okajima went 2/3 of an inning, giving up 2. Barr to 3rd, Atchison at 3rd. He's responsible for the runners at 2nd and 3rd for Tampa Bay. And strike 1, 1-1 to Ben Zobrist. Zobrist did not agree with the shake of the head, but Richardson ahead, 1-2 with 2 outs. So left of this capacity crowd at Fenway Park will stand with 2 away in the 9th. As the Red Sox want to win their first game here at Fenway Park against Tampa Bay this season. They were swept earlier this year by the Rays. One-two to Zobrist. Fouled off. They'll do it again, 1-2. Billy Ibar on deck. It's Jaso at 3rd, Crawford at 2nd, 2 outs, 9th inning. Sox on top by 5. 1-2 to Zobrist. Fouled off. Down by the shoe top, stays alive. Game 2 of this brief 2-game series will have Daisuke Matsuzaka 5-2 matched up against right-hander Matt Garza, who is 8-5 with a 4.10. The 1-2 pitch to Ben Zobrist with 2 outs in the 9th. Ball 2-2-2. Zobrist pops it up, shallow center, falling fast and diving, not getting it is Cameron. It scores 2 runs to make it 8-5 now. On a blue 2-run single to center field for Ben Zobrist, just out of the reach of Cameron, who was deep. And the Rays grab 2 more here in the 9th. Cameron slow to get up.
Nice effort in center field by Mike Cameron. This ball really jams Zobrist. A little pop-up into the dive goes Cameron. He can't come up with it. And all of a sudden, a very tight ball game.
So 2 outs and a runner at first. Applebaum will be coming in. Red Sox lead at 8-5.
Join the discussion now at NESN.com/Red Sox.
Red Sox lead at 8-5 with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Ben Zobrist has just driven in 2 runs with a single to center field. With the tying run on deck, Applebaum into the game. His 32nd appearance, 17 out of 20 in save opportunities. Opponents hitting at .223 against Jonathan Applebaum. And his 17th save Saturday at San Francisco, tied for 6th in the American League. He had blown back-to-back save opportunities in his previous 2 outings, both at Colorado. It was the 3rd time in his career. And he had consecutive blown saves. He's in with 2 outs in the 9th, and Billy Ibar, the batter. Runner goes as it's strike 1. Zobrist takes second base. Defensive indifference again. 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. For Ibar in his career against the Red Sox closer. outside, 1-1. So the Red Sox, with Lackey going 7 innings, are now on their 5th relief pitcher. Okajima charged with 2 runs. Bard went just a third. Atchison's charged with 2 runs. Richardson went a third. He's responsible for Zobrist at second base. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off, and it's 1-2. Again, the Rays are down to their last strike. Papelbon will have to wait. Time called. Ivar backs out. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 9th inning. Zobrist at second. Ball 2. 97 and didn't miss by much. 2-2.
Certainly did not. Inside part of the plate. See what the Amica pit zone says. Very close.
Ivar fouls it off, stays alive. And some good at-bats in this inning. Ben Zobrist hung in there a long time against Richardson before he got his 2-run single, and now Ivar battling Papelbon with Sean Rodriguez waiting on deck.
Yeah, there's been no quit in the Rays in this particular game.
Zobrist at second base. Ivar with a count of 2-2. Struck him out. The Red Sox win. A little harder than they expected with the lead that they had, but in the end, the Red Sox come away with the victory 8-5. David Ortiz with a big 3-run home run. And Jerry, for David Ortiz, really he's the guy that got it started because James Shields was pitching very well tonight for the Rays.
He was. It was a nice combination tonight, Don, of offense and pitching for the Red Sox.